No goal, no assist, not a single number next to his name on the stat sheet. And Lamine Yamal still walked off with the Player of the Match trophy. Spain beat Belgium 2-1 in the World Cup quarterfinal, and the moment FIFA handed the award to an 18-year-old who didn't score or set up a goal, the internet absolutely lost its mind. Fans were baffled. Pundits were fuming. Half of Spain was screaming that Rodri or Fabián Ruiz got robbed. But here's the thing. They were all staring at the scoreboard instead of watching the actual game. Because a man of the match isn't just goals and assists, and almost nobody clocked how quietly, ruthlessly insane Yamal was for 90 straight minutes. So what did this kid actually do to make FIFA pick him over the guys who literally put the ball in the net? And just how big were his fingerprints on one of the most dramatic wins of this entire World Cup? Grab a seat. Let's break this one all the way down. From the opening whistle, soccer fans were stunned when FIFA named Lamine Yamal the best player in Spain's nerve-shredding win over Belgium. It's the 2026 World Cup quarterfinal, and the Barcelona Wonderkid didn't score, didn't assist, didn't leave one single line on the box score all night. Social media grabbed the pitchforks immediately, insisting the trophy belonged to Fabián Ruiz or Mikel Merino, the two guys who actually found the net. But watch the full 90 minutes, and the pick makes a whole lot more sense than that angry comment section wants to admit. From minute one, Yamal was the entire focus of Belgium's defense. Every time he touched the ball, one or two red shirts swarmed him on the spot. And that right there tells you everything about the threat he carried. No goal, sure, but he was the engine of Spain's attack down the right all night long. His speed, his close control in tight spaces, his vision. Belgium simply could not hold their shape whenever he got on the ball. Every time Yamal moved, the Belgian backline got dragged backward and forced to reshuffle on the fly. Chance after chance was born from him pulling two, sometimes three defenders toward him like a magnet. And the second Belgium keyed in on him, space cracked wide open for Fabián Ruiz, Dani Olmo, and Mikel Merino. That kind of work never shows up in the goals column, but you feel it in every single phase of the match. Now, here's the fun part. Forget the assists. At this World Cup, Yamal has completed more successful dribbles than any other player on the planet. Roughly 8 take-ons a game, nearly 4 of them coming off. That's not a winger. That's a one-man pressure release valve. Numbers like that tell you he was constantly building, probing, and stretching Spain's attack from the first whistle to the last. And beyond the dribbling, he never once stopped demanding the ball, even as the legs around him started to fade. While teammates gassed out, he kept hunting space and making himself the first option on every Spanish attack. That's the mentality that made him stand out. And yeah, even the Spanish TV crew were arguing about it live on air, half of them still shouting that Rodri deserved it. Their one worry, that an 18-year-old doesn't let a Man of the Match award go to his head. Meanwhile, in the second half, Spain cranked the pressure all the way up. Yamal turned into a full-blown nightmare for Belgium, every touch forcing them to grind and scramble just to stay alive. Every run made the Belgians work overtime to close him down and smother the danger before it went off. And that's exactly what drained them. They held on bravely, but wave after wave from Spain slowly chipped away at their focus. Just as it looked destined for extra time. And remember, Charles de Ketelaere had already headed Belgium level and snapped Spain's record clean sheet run. La Roja finally found their crack. In the 88th minute, with Courtois already off injured and sub-keeper Sen Lamine spilling a routine shot, Mikel Merino pounced on the rebound. 2-1, and Spain punched their ticket to the semi-finals. So no goal, no assist, and Lamine Yamal was still one of the most influential players on that entire field. The box score barely whispered his name, but his impact on how Spain played roared through all 90 minutes. And that is exactly why FIFA handed him Player of the Match. A call that's controversial to some, but makes total sense the second you watch the full game instead of the highlight reel. So what's your verdict? Did Yamal earn it, or did the scorers get robbed? Drop it in the comments, stick around for the song, and do me one favor. Smash that subscribe button. Belgium came in with a dream on their chest, one step from the semis, the summit in sight. They dug in, they battled, they smothered the storm, shutting the light on each Spanish attack. Then Fabián Ruiz cracked the door open first. Belgium fell silent, but never went cold. De Ketelaere rose up and levelled the score, one header, and the fight was alive. Oh, football is cruel. It gives, then it breaks. When the dream feels so close, fate walks in and takes. The 88th minute, the whole stadium holding its breath. Lamine Yamal tearing down the flank, pulling Belgium's back line clean out of its shape, pressure on pressure, no room left to breathe. Then Courtois goes down and limps from his goal, a gut punch of news that rattles the soul. But Belgium stood tall, still brave in the fire. They refused to fold as the storms rolled through. But fate had a whole other story to tell. The night we all swore we were headed to extra time, Mikel Merino arrived with no warning at all, crushing a dream that was one breath from real. Oh, football is cruel. It gives, then it breaks. When the dream feels so close, fate walks in and takes. The 88th minute, the whole stadium holding its breath. One goal flipped it all. Spain throws the party, Belgium left bleeding, the golden age closed. Now Belgium heads home with tears in their eyes, while Spain marches on, still carrying hope, because at a World Cup, nothing is ever promised, and one single minute can rewrite history. Football is cruel. It gives, then it breaks. When the dream feels so close, fate walks in and takes. The 88th minute, the whole stadium holding its breath. One goal flipped it all. Spain throws the party, Belgium left in pieces, and the dream fades to black.